we're here at Groceryshop 2025, and I'm with Arnjah Dillard from Stibo Systems. How are you finding the show so far?
Oh my gosh, it is amazing. When you think about this many people in the industry at one single location at one time, it can be overwhelming, but it's amazingly overwhelming.
So from your vantage point, what's the most urgent problem grocery retailers are facing right now?
So when you think about it, AI seems to be the driving force, right? So having conversations around what foundational data looks like to drive accuracy, quality governed data in order to drive those, initiatives around AI so that grocers can, take advantage of AI opportunities today.
Right, gotta have the right foundation.
Absolutely, absolutely.
So what conversations are you hoping to have with retailers?
That's a good question, Vanessa, because not everyone understands the levels getting to what journey they're taking because they're all concerned about AI. So you have to back it up a little bit. So being able to listen to what their true challenges are, which typically ends up being data. However, data doesn't drive the decisions to them. They think that it's AI. So what we talk about is ways to make sure that your foundational data, whether it's regulatory compliance, whether it's sustainability data, especially around labeling and sourcing. So consumers want to know where product is coming from. So having those conversations, helping retailers understand that data is the foundation, transparency, is key. So we have those conversations so that the back office now understands what needs to happen. So it's developing those processes, identifying workflows and ownership of different attributes that are specific to that data that they're sharing, and how do they move through that process.
All right, so can you share a recent example where your platform delivered measurable ROI?
So we have a retailer who was struggling with complex data, and with the collection of data across 5 to 7 functional teams.
Wow.
And the inconsistency of that data was impacting speed to market, product launches, special events, right? Those things that immediately caused friction, not only within the departments, but also for consumers.
Right.
Because the expectation is, I know that they're going to, have a Halloween event, let's say. And the product that I get every year is not in the store.
It's a problem.
So it does become a problem. But what tends to happen is once you implement a MDM solution, master data management solution, you now have the opportunity to centralize your data, govern your data, ensure that you've got the collaboration from all of your cross-functional teams, everyone working in a single source of truth that now allows you the ability to have that 40% increase of speed to market, that 33% increase of SKUs and product being onboarded faster, right? So what we offer with our solution is just that, a centralized single source of truth that governs your data, where you can acquire, manage, and share it so that you don't have the fragmented or disconnected systems that are now telling you, I don't know where your data is.
Yeah. I mean, I guess that's got to be huge for enterprise companies.
Extremely.
Yeah.
I think of it as, I use the metaphor of a Rubik's Cube. And a Rubik's Cube has over 43 cotillion ways to solve it, but there's only one solution, right? So you think of Stibo Systems as being that single source of truth, that one solution that can solve that amount of complex issues.
I like that. I love that. So looking ahead, what emerging trends in grocery data management should retailers be preparing for? And how are you guys helping them?
Don't chase shiny tools. Because it seems like the right thing at the right time and everyone's doing it, don't chase it. It has to make sense to your business.
Absolutely. That's such great advice. I mean, in the time that we are in now, there are so many shiny objects out there. It's easy to get distracted.
Yep.
But like you said, you have to start with a strong foundation.
Right. And also, I would say anchor your innovation in trust and scalability. Right. You can't do it for the now. You have to consider what is the future. You know, what can we do now to ensure that we can scale the business based on the future?
I love that. So we're day 3 at Groceryshop. What are your takeaways? What have you seen so far at the show that you think, you know, that's an amazing insight?
I would say AI, the data needs to depend on accuracy, right? We're hearing it across all the sessions. You know, the journeys that most of the presenters have talked about, spoke on, you know, just depending on that good data. The other thing is regulations and sustainability, right? Being able to report accuracy around labeling, you know, compliance, because regulations change by the minute across the globe. And you have to be able to adapt to that immediate change. And not being able to do that then creates impact financially, not only to the business, but also to your business partners, right? And you want to not get into that blend of business. And then lastly, I'd say hyper-local assortments. Because the direction of the economy, we have to begin to think about localized assortments, right? What worked across the country may not work, you know, now. So you have to begin to localize those assortments. What's on the East Coast? What's on the West Coast? In North America versus, you know, EU. Things have drastically changed. So being able to adjust and adapt to that, I think, is one of the key takeaways as well during the show.
It goes to customization, right?
Absolutely.
Personalization, and that adds to it. I love what you said too about AI and having your foundation, because you know, sometimes people get excited with AI and they want to pour water into a leaky bucket. But you know, I feel like Stibo is the one that's like fixing the buckets.
Well, Stibo Systems has plugged a lot of buckets, I'll say. You know, being a global leader in the industry has given us the opportunity, you know, to even trial and error. So when customers come to us and say, you know, hey, here's an idea, here's an opportunity, we listen, right? It's not just trying to tell a business that this is what you do. We have resources and we have tools and we have systems that work for almost every single industry out there, right? You just have to have the right conversations with the right people in the room that can talk about these are the core challenges, our pain points, and how do you help us get through them, you know? So it's always an opportunity both ways.
Yeah, no, it's great. And I think, you know, we're here at Groceryshop having the right conversations with the right people. So, oh, thanks.
You're welcome.